Yeah, what's going on? It's Momo, Head Movement TV, Halamara Tapavala. What's the name, man, Eddie Hearn? How you doing today, mate?
Doing good, thank you. Doing good.
Yeah, Conor Ben, headlining your call, quickly run through your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is exactly what we want from JD Next Gens in that, you know, this is putting fighters under pressure to see if they're ready for the next step. Some have passed the test, some have failed the test. But Conor Ben worries me a little bit because he's so exciting to watch, but he's so inexperienced. And when you get in your call, little ring, sold out arena, like a little bear pit, it's easy to lose your mind. And Conor might do that on Friday, but I'll tell you what, and I'll be exciting. He's never in a dull fight. But I feel like he's matured a little bit now, and I feel like he's ready to step up to the next level. But he's got a tough fight, a very tough fight on Friday.
Okay, moving on. I know you're probably sick of it now, but the Anthony Joshua situation, what's going on? How far away?
Saw him this morning, talking about the venue and dates for the rematch. I think probably the weekend we'll make a decision. 5 countries in the bidding for that fight. For me, UK or US. Dates range from November the 16th to December the 14th. And right now, I couldn't even tell you if there was a preference. I just think, you know, a decision is imminent.
Okay, and Tyson Fury, I'm sure you watched his fight on the weekend. What do you make of that? What do you make of talk?
He's put on a good show. I mean, look, I don't want to be disrespectful to Tom Schwartz. I don't believe he could win a British title. But Fury is a brilliant entertainer. I think he's hilarious. I think he's a very good fighter.
He had Bob Arum singing as well.
Yeah, which is unique. And I guess he'll have another easy touch in September, October, and then he'll be in the big fights next year.
There's word that he might be fighting Jarrell Miller.
I'm not so sure. I mean, I think Top Rank should be disgusted with himself if they put a fight on like that. Now, what sort of message is that putting out to the sport? That a guy, you're not talking about a guy who failed a year ago or 2 years ago. It was in May. Right? So how can you even be talking about letting this guy go back in the ring? There's no remorse, there's no ban, there's no sanction. We might as well all pack up, or you might be better off just saying to people, don't worry about it, take what you want. You know, people die in this sport, people get injured for life in this sport, and you're letting a guy inject shit in his body to try and cause damage to another man, and then you want to brush it under the carpet like nothing's even happened. Not for me.
Who's to blame in the situation?
Promoters. You can't. You know, look, everyone deserves a second chance. But when you've tested positive for 3 different substances, including stuff you're injecting in yourself, it's not a case of, oh, I was unlucky, or I was this. It wasn't. So, you know, you can't even give them that time. Like, what, 2-3 months? Like, people, but the problem is, there's no governing body to stand in and ban someone in that respect. In the UK, if you fail a UCAD test, UCAD will talk with the British Boxing Board of Control, there will be a ban. VADA is a reporting agency. It's not someone that gives bans. They do a great job. But if they don't give bans, why are we even paying VADA? Who's going to give the bans? The Commission need to give the bans. The governing bodies need to give the bans. And most of all, the promoters have to have enough about it. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but if I'm saying you cannot let this guy fight in the short term, surely, like, you know, it's frightening. I don't even know if they're even talking about that fight, to be honest with you.
But it's irrelevant with Jarrell in particular.
Sick if they are.
And Deontay Wilder scheduled to fight Luis Ortiz.
Yep.
Is DILLIAN next? What's the situation with that?
We've got something going on with the WBC we're very close with now. I think that the Rivas fight will be for the interim world title and a final eliminator, but we just need confirmation on when he gets the winner of Wilder Ortiz. That is it's the final piece of the jigsaw to resolve this mess and stop it from getting extremely messy and doing what is fair. This week marks 600 days that DILLIAN White has been WBC #1. So, justice, time for justice.
So is there no way that the Fury situation can override that?
I don't know. I mean, look, if they fight in February, can we stop that? I don't know. One thing's for sure, they won't be allowed another fight after that. That's given.
So you need a date?
We want to know when. It's been 600 days. We don't want it to be 800, 900, 1,000 days. So, you know, I want to thank the public for their support because, you know, they're behind DILLIAN White on this as well.
100%. And finally, quick word on Kid Galahad versus Warrington.
Good performance. Thought he won the fight. It's quite interesting. I watched the fight. I thought he won it by 3 rounds. And I watched it back. I thought he won it by 2 rounds. But both times, I felt like he wouldn't get the decision. So did he do enough? There's always a saying of, did he rip the title off the champion? I've actually said that in the past. The truth is, if you win the fight, you should win the fight. It doesn't matter if someone's a champion, someone's in the hometown, but it is true that you have to do a little bit more when you're a challenger, when you're in an opponent's hometown. Josh Warrington's a great fighter, but if you score those rounds individually, he did not win that fight.